All right, welcome everybody to This Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled you're tuning in today because we're tackling a classic, a practically legendary fitness rivalry. Look, if you've ever decided it was time to get off the couch and get moving, you've almost certainly stared down this exact dilemma. It's the path to fitness. And today, we're putting walking and running head to head to see how they truly compare.
It's the million-dollar question, right? Walking or running, which one is actually better? It's a super fundamental question, but honestly, it leaves so many fitness beginners feeling completely stuck. You hear a dozen different opinions from a dozen different people, and suddenly you're just paralyzed by analysis. Well, today, we're going to clear all of that up using nothing but the facts.
Okay, let's dive into this. 1. The great cardio debate. 2. Calories and weight loss. 3. Heart, joints, and muscles. 4. Making your choice. And 5. The ultimate winner.
Starting with Section 1. The great cardio debate.
So there is a ton of widespread confusion around these two exercises, and it's mostly driven by two very distinct, opposing viewpoints. On one side, you've got running, which is widely believed to be the ultimate calorie burner, and on the flip side, you have walking, championed as being much safer and significantly easier to maintain over the long haul. It's kind of like the classic tortoise and hare scenario, And it's completely understandable why anyone would feel torn between going for maximum effort or sticking to reliable safety.
Moving right along to Section 2, calories and weight loss.
When we actually look at the data, running generally wins the sheer speed round. Because it's a higher intensity activity, it's just going to burn more calories faster per minute of exercise. But hey, don't count walking out just yet. Walking still packs a highly effective punch. You can actually achieve a really meaningful calorie burn simply by pulling a few levers, increasing your pace, covering longer distances, or just upping how often you go.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the underlying biological rule at play here, and that's the calorie deficit. This means maintaining a lower calorie intake than your overall energy expenditure over time. That is basically the biological law of thermodynamics, and both walking and running can beautifully support that goal. It really just comes down to how you manage that energy balance.
And that brings us to a major yes, but pivot. Yes, running burns calories faster on a minute-by-minute basis. But here is a massive structural advantage. Walking is often far easier to do consistently for a lot of people. And when it comes to maintaining that calorie deficit we just talked about, consistency over weeks and months is almost always going to beat a few intense but totally sporadic days of running.
All right, Section 3, heart, joints, and muscles. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how each exercise physically affects your body. For your heart, both are fantastic. They improve your cardio fitness, strengthen your heart, and boost endurance. Though, admittedly, running definitely places a higher overall demand on your cardiovascular system. Now, when we look at joints, walking places noticeably less stress on vulnerable areas like your knees and hips, which makes it a very comfortable start, whereas running brings a much higher physical impact. And for muscles, honestly, they're practically tied. Both are primarily working your legs and your core. Because of that lower physical stress, walking is a highly recommended, safer starting point for specific groups. If you're a beginner just starting out, an older adult, someone recovering from certain injuries, or someone carrying extra body weight, walking directly addresses those pain points. It essentially minimizes joint stress while still giving you those fantastic cardiovascular benefits.
Now, quick but important note from our source material. If you have existing pain or a medical condition, you should always speak with a healthcare professional before starting any new exercise routine. Safety always comes first, regardless of whether you're lacing up to walk or to run.
Section 4, making your choice.
So let's help you identify what actually fits your personal lifestyle. You should actively choose walking if you fit these criteria. If you're just getting started on your fitness journey and need to build a base. If you specifically want or need a lower impact activity for your joints. Or honestly, if you just mentally and physically prefer longer, more comfortable exercise sessions where you can, listen to a podcast or enjoy the scenery.
On the flip side, running is your tactical choice if you genuinely enjoy that breathless, sweat-drenched feeling of a high-intensity workout. Choose it if you have a specific goal to improve your running performance or your speed. And absolutely most importantly, choose it if you know your body and your joints tolerate that higher physical impact well.
Finally, Section 5, the ultimate winner.
So the crucial point is you do not have to choose only one.
I mean, this is literally the biggest myth in the entire debate, that it has to be a binary, either-or choice. It doesn't. Many people get the absolute most benefit from actually combining both walking and running. You can tailor them perfectly to match your current fitness level, your specific goals for the week, and your daily schedule.
Listen to this because this is key. Consistency matters more than choosing the perfect exercise. This completely levels the playing field. The best option isn't definitively walking, and it isn't definitively running. The absolute best option is the one that you can do safely and do consistently, day in and day out.
Whether you ultimately decide to walk, run, or do a nice mix of both, your long-term success relies on a holistic approach based on these foundational habits. You need to stay active regularly. You must pick an activity you genuinely enjoy, because otherwise you'll just quit. And you've got to support that movement with good nutrition, adequate sleep, and a proper focus on recovery. Actually, adding in some strength training can also beautifully complement either activity.
So, I want to leave you with this final lingering question. Will you stop agonizing over making the perfect choice and just take action today? The path to fitness isn't about perfectly optimizing your very first step. It's literally just about taking it. Find what you enjoy, get out there, and get moving. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.